Read the following word problem. It's nice that there is a picture provided for you in this example. If there ever wasn't, I totally recommend that you create a picture. It's really important to know where your right angle is, and this one is talking about the side of a house. So you need to picture that this is your side of your house. It says a 16-foot ladder rests against the side of the house. And the only safe way that would happen is if your ladder was right here. So this is 16 feet. That would be the hypotenuse of your triangle. And then it says the base of the ladder is 4 feet away from the house. So this would be your base, and that would mean this is 4 feet. So clearly this picture is not to scale. But it's more important just to see which parts of your Pythagorean triangle that you have represented. So now that you've labeled, you can see that your leg is 4 feet, and that we're looking for the height of the ladder, and so that will be B. And then we know the hypotenuse is 16. So now we just need to clean up our problem. 4 squared is 16. B squared will remain. And 16 squared is 256. And then subtracting 16 from both sides, we get that B squared equals 240. And we need to square root now in order to solve for B, the height of the house. So the square root of 240 is 15.49, so I'll just round to 15.5, and that would be feet. Make sure you include your units when you're solving word problems. Go ahead and read this problem, and then we'll solve it together. You should try to draw a picture like I recommended. So if you're leaving school and you walk 15 miles west, we'll say here's your school, and west would be in this direction. And that was 15 miles. And then you walk 8 miles due north. Here's your 8. How far are you from the school? So we are looking for the hypotenuse C. Write your Pythagorean theorem and fill in what you know. Eight squared would be 64. 15 squared is 225, and the sum of that is C squared. So you get 289 equals C squared, and then you know what to do here. That is to square root both sides and see that the square root of 289 is 17. So you are 17 miles from your school. Another example of a Pythagorean word problem, so go ahead and read it. So this one, it's important to see that they're talking about the diagonal crossing the garden. So you might think of it here, or the other diagonal is fine. The question is, how long is this path? Oops, that's supposed to be a question mark, but it looks like a square. If your yard is 150 feet, I'll put it on the short side, by 200 feet, how long is your path? And I'll just use a question mark. So again, the Pythagorean theorem. Please notice I am drawing a picture every time. That is a problem-solving method, so use it to avoid the small mistakes. 200 squared is going to be 40,000. 150 squared is 22,500. And add those two together. get 62,500, and then square root both sides to find the length of your path, which is 250 feet.